Can you find something wrong with this sentence? That's what we're going to talk about today.
This video is brought to you by the Team Leica review books. More about these later.
Hi there, welcome to Team Leica, where we try to help you prepare better for your next exam. Today's topic is all about pluralizing nouns. Let's jump right in. Now, pluralizing means changing a noun from its singular form, whether it's a proper or common noun, into its plural form. Most of the time, it involves adding an S, adding an ES, or changing a few letters in the original or the singular form of the noun. Now, this is where I'm going to warn you that this doesn't work for every noun. There are certain exceptions, special forms, should I say, but for most nouns, this is what we do. Let's work on a few examples. If we have the word cat, and we're talking about just one furry feline, then we just use the word cat. But if there are two or more of them, plural na, then we use the word cats. Same word, you just add an S. For cockroach naman, if we're talking about just one, hopefully, then it's going to be cockroach. But if there's more, for some reason, we can't write cockroach with just an S at the very end. We use cockroaches. So you add ES. And for a word like mouse, we don't say mouses, we don't say mousies, we actually use the word mice. So again, you don't just add an S to everything. There are certain exceptions. Sometimes you add an S, sometimes you add an ES, and sometimes you change the word entirely. Now for this video, we're going to focus on the rules as to whether you use an S or an ES at the end. The general rule, and again, there are exceptions, is that if the noun ends with an S-like sound, meaning it ends with an S, an X, a Z, a sh, or a ch, an SH or a CH, you add an ES. So if you have a word like match, and again, it ends with that ch sound, the plural form of this word is matches. You just add an ES. Now, when do we just add an S? First, if the noun ends with a CH, but it's pronounced with a K sound, like the word monarch. Again, it ends with a K sound, monarch, not like match, which is our earlier example. This time, you just add an S. And this is the fun part. For everything else, adding an S would work. For example, the word marble, if we need to pluralize it, would just be marbles. Just add an S. So, you just need to remember these two things for most words. If S or S sounding ang ending, you add ES. If CH ang ending, pero yung sound niya ay binabasa natin as K instead of Ch, then you add an S. And for everything else, you add an S.
This is a great opportunity for me to introduce the Team Leica review books. And yes, books siya. Kasi we have the practice test booklets. Booklets kasi ang katumbas niya ay 4 na booklets or 4 na sets ng aptitude tests. Each set already has math, language, analytical reasoning, and general information questions. Of course, the answer key, answer sheets so you can practice shading, at more than that, an exclusive QR code that you can scan para makita ninyo kung paano ko sinosolve ang mga problems na ito. It includes discussions on some super secret techniques that I use para siguraduhin makatipid ng oras sa exam at syempre, makapasa. You also have the workbook number 1, hindi siya multiple choice questions, pero it's designed to practice your skills para naman ready ka sa fundamentals mo. Skills, techniques, and it's best to use them together. If you're interested, go ahead and message us sa m.me/teamleica to figure out how we can get these to you. Sa mga bumili na at bibili pa, maraming salamat sa inyo. Thank you for helping me help more people by buying these kasi these help us fund what we do here sa channel na to. Kung hindi dahil sa inyo, it'll be harder for me to make all these free content. So, thank you sa inyong lahat. And now, back to the video.
Now, let's dig a little bit deeper and talk about words that end with Y. This is tricky kasi for most of them, we change Y into an I and add ES, pero meron pa ring exceptions. So, when do we change the Y to an I and add ES? We do it if the Y comes right after a consonant or the letters Q, U. To know our consonants, it's actually easier to remember your vowels, which are A, E, I, O, and U. Kapag hindi siya A, I, E, O, U, consonant siya. And sa case na ito, kasama rin yung Q, U. So, if you have a word like baby that ends with a Y, and ang sinusundan niya ay B, which is not a vowel, a consonant letter, we follow the rule na you change Y to I and add ES. Kaya ang plural form ng baby ay babies. Again, you change Y to I and add ES. Now let's think of a word that ends with a Y but is followed by a QU. A word like soliloquy. Again, it ends with a Y and it follows a QU. So, pasok siya dito sa description natin na ito. We do the same thing. We change Y to I and add ES, which means ang plural niya is soliloquies. So again, Y is a special case. You don't just add S right away. You need to think about it. Now, there are cases that you just add an S, and that is when the Y comes right after a vowel. Again, A, E, I, O, U. Like the word donkey. The Y follows an E, which is a vowel. So, we just put an S right after it. Ang plural niya ay donkeys. Now, we also do that if we're talking about a proper noun. A proper noun is usually spotted kasi nakakapitalize yung first letter niya. For example, sa days of the week, we have Sunday, capital S. So we just use Sundays as the plural form. Maganda ito tandaan, especially if you're talking about names. For example, kung maraming Ann sa isang room, they are just a bunch of Anns. Hindi kailangan lagyan ng I, hindi kailangan lagyan ng ES. You just put an S at the very end of the name. Now, dito ko rin sasabihin na iba yung rule pagdating sa pluralizing ng family names or ng surnames, ng last names. And we're going to talk about some of those exceptions in another video. Okay? Now, we also need to talk about words that end with an O. There are times that you add an ES. There are times that you just add an S. Now, how do we know which is which? We add an ES if the O comes right after a consonant. For example, the word hero, where we have the O following an R, a consonant. Kaya, ang gagawin natin is to add ES. Hero, ES. For heroes. Now, if the O naman comes right after a vowel, for example, the word ratio, na ang sinusundan niya is an I, we just add an S. So, ang ratio, kung marami, would be ratios. We just add an S. Now, there are certain exceptions to this, and that is where it becomes tricky. For example, the word halo. Technically, the O follows a consonant, the letter L. But you don't spell it as H-A-L-O-E-S, H-A-L-O-S lang. Same for zeros, rhinos, tornadoes, volcanoes, which you can also spell like that, pianos, at marami pang iba. There are times that accepted ang both ES and S. There are times na isa lang ang tama. And the key to this is just familiarization. Mas maganda if you read books para maging familiar kayo sa tama niyang spelling. Now, medyo marami tayong discuss today, and the best way for you to remember everything is through a quick quiz. So if you're ready with your pen and paper, your timer starts now. Alright, let's see how you did. Let's start with the word lady. Now, itong lady na ito ends with a Y, and it follows letter D, which is a consonant. So, ano rule natin dito? We change Y to I and add ES. The correct answer, ang plural form ng lady is ladies. Next, we have the word tree. The tree ends with a vowel. Pasok siya sa general rule natin. Hindi naman siya nag-end with O or Y. So, we could just write trees with an S. Next, we have the word photo. This is a little bit tricky if you think about it because we talked about how if the O follows a consonant, ang idadagdag mo ay ES. But if you've read a lot of books, if you're exposed sa lahat ng media, very rare, if not never, mo makikita yung word na photos with an ES. Now, marami explanations dito, pero one of those is that photo is actually a shorter form of the word photograph. And since the word photograph, kung marami siya, is just photographs with just an S, then it follows na photos din without an E. P-H-O-T-O-S din. But in my opinion, just remember it, we use the word photos. It's one of those exceptions, sabihin natin. Now, meron tayong uncommon word dito, number 4. Colloquy. Medyo madalas kasi gamitin yung colloquial, pero yung colloquy hindi masyado. Dahil siya ay natatama po sa Y and it follows a QU, we just change Y to I and add ES. So the answer is colloquies. Paano naman kung city? Medyo straightforward ito because city ends with Y and follows a consonant T. And probably you've also seen the word cities most of the time. So this is just C-I-T, change Y to I, and add ES. Cities. Echo ends with an O, follows a consonant H. So this would be echoes. Hindi echos. Last item sa quiz, potato, ends with an O, follows a T, which is a consonant. So, this would be potatoes with an ES. So again, this thing looks quite simple, pero pagdating sa test, a lot of people get it wrong kasi hindi nila napapansin yung maling pluralization ng nouns. Going back to our question kanina when we started, what's wrong with this sentence? Sundays with an S, okay lang. Soliloquies, the IES, okay lang. Heroes, na H-E-R-O-S, dapat ito ay H-E-R-O-E-S. So this part right here is incorrect. Alright, if you want to keep learning with me, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon. Like this video so more people get to know what we do here. And if you want to learn more, we have other videos right here on screen that you can choose to watch right after. As we always say sa channel, never stop learning. Adja adja kaingin. I'll see you in the next video and bye for now.